Hello everyone, this is Sai Vamsi. I am here to demonstrate my submission on question 2 of CC assignment 2. Firstly, let me go ahead and show the uh, list of hard disks that I have created. The hard disk 1, which is of size 48 GB, is to run ESXi host. The hard disk 2, which of capacity 100 GB, is to mount virtual machines. Hard disk 3 of capacity 2 GB is treated as a shared storage across all the three VMs that are created. So let me go ahead and show you the list of virtual machines that I've created and their configuration. So I have created three virtual machines of the settings: hard disk of size 30 GB and hard disk 2, which is a shared storage, which I've created. And I've created the SCSI controller of type VMware Paravirtual. This hard disk 2 is of type sharing mode is of multi-writer sharing, and the shared storage which I have created earlier is given as a disk file path for it. Similarly, with the same configuration, I have created the other two virtual machines. But instead of adding a new hard disk, I have added the existing hard disk after it is being mounted on VM1. And the controller location is given as SCSI controller 1, which is created for VM1. I am just trying to install virtual machine 3. So before, while meantime, I will go ahead and open my virtual machine 1, where I'm going to download storage PDF from the assessment. So I have logged into the classroom from my virtual machine 1, and I've downloaded the file into VM1. And then I have mount I have run the following commands. I have run the following commands to mount my shared storage into my virtual machine 1. So the ls block command will show me the list of disks that are there associated with the virtual machine 1. The 2 GB disk, due to memory constraints, I was only able to provide 350 MB of size, that which can be seen here. So I just given 350 MB of size, but I have created a shared storage of capacity 2 GB. Due to memory constraints, I was only able to provide 350 MB of data storage. So the name SDA was the shared storage. Uh, so I need to mount this shared storage into one of my folder. So into any of the folder, I just created a folder called MT19 file system, where first I have made the disk as a file system, and then with this following command, I mounted the uh, disk into that folder. Now, with the help of now the downloaded file has been moved from the following command will show you that I have moved the download file into the file system on which I have mounted the shared storage. So if I go to my file system, and if I go to my I am able to see the shared storage which was moved from downloads to here. it can be also seen from here. When I So we can see that the file is present in the file system. Also, you can see that the disk dev slash dev SDA was mounted on empty contain file system. So let me go and open and try to access this file from virtual machine 3. So you can see this is virtual machine 3, and I am able to access this file which was actually downloaded in virtual machine 1. So let me go ahead. So while the VM is being installed, now I'm going to access the file that I have downloaded in VM1 in the virtual machine 2, which I named it as MT19A303. As we can see that I'm able to access the PDF which I have downloaded in VM1, which I have downloaded. So we can see that the downloaded file can be accessed across the multiple VMs, which have the same shared storage. So, to answer the question of how many virtual machines can be hosted on same storage, theoretically any number of virtual machines can access the same storage, but writing and reading will be slowed down by when we increase the number of VMs and when they are accessing the same storage. Also, reading and writing onto the disk depends on the type of processor, size of the RAM, and disk storage type, etc. When it comes to the auto scaling, it is not possible to auto scale the shared storage, since n number of virtual machines do operations on the same shared storage. It requires us to restart the virtual machines to reflect the increased or decreased capacity of the shared storage. So when the virtual machine, which is accessing the shared storage, is doing cost related operations, read and write, restarting the virtual machines will not be a good idea, as it incurs financial loss. So we cannot auto scale, or it is not advisable. It is not uh, it is not advisable to auto scale a shared storage when multiple VMs access the shared storage. So this concludes my presentation. Thank you.